Oh, hi. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. We're back with Pokemon Velvet.
Yeah, So, last time we left off, we're on the SSN. We got this water and poison Ivysaur.
He's adorable.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell you guys that. You have eyes.
Yeah, he is more frog looking. He's got like the sack under its throat.
It's got the little I have no idea what you call it, but where frogs have their little pouch.
Yeah. Yeah, I got no idea. The croaker.
It's the croaker. They be croaking with it, that's for sure.
We got this Pikachu that I think is probably going to turn into a Alolan Raichu, so I need to put that on here.
I'm hopeful. I want the pancake boy.
We got the little bud, and we got the
bud.
Charmeleon.
Yes.
Let me leave it
and
up.
I won't lie, I've seen some spoilers for they're very rare. They're very rare to find. I forget what I was trying to look up, but because I was confusing the final evolution of Arcanine, I think, and Blastoise, and I was confirmed. It was indeed confirmed.
Wait,
and then I spoiled myself. But I was gonna say I have biases on which one of the starters that I like the most now. Is the completion of that thought.
Okay, I have seen. Oh, as a frog said, frog. Yes. Yeah, it's more frog-like. In fact, I think the thing is supposed to be that it's more of a frog than a toad in this one.
Yeah, I think it's leaning a lot more into like the water ice thing.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's more of a frog than a toad on this one. I saw something saying that they are technically the same thing, but I don't think that's right. I don't know.
Maybe.
Like.
Maybe, baby.
But yeah, I mean, we always call them frogs or toads depending on if they're on land or in water.
Yeah, because it's the difference that I don't think toads are able to breathe water. No, that's not right. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've been in a science class.
Oh wait, and toads probably aren't tadpoles either. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was reading. I shouldn't be swearing this early into it.
It's fine, we're a few minutes in. The ads are done, it's fine. Alright, what the difference between frogs and toads? Wow, this is like the first whimsical thing that I've looked up in a while, and I just got a little sad looking at my Google search result. Oh, I'm old now. That sucks. Frogs have smooth, somewhat slimy skin. Toads have dry, warty skin. Yup. Frogs have long legs built for jumping. Toads have shorter legs and crawl. Okay, that didn't answer my question. What's the buzz? Wow, reconnectwithnature.org got the jokes.
Man,
all toads are poisonous while frogs are not. Toads have a gland called the parotoid gland behind their eyes that secrete toxins. These toxins permeate their skin so you can come into contact with them if you pick them up. Most of the toxins are mild to humans, but you should always wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water after handling a toad.
Okay,
Huh.
I know that they pee in self-defense. I didn't know that they have toxin behind their eyes.
Yeah. Damn, okay. And there are a lot of poisonous frogs, but specifically all toads. So, like, not all frogs are poisonous, but all toads are. That's cool. I love this descriptor. Another difference is in their appearance, it's their eyes. Frogs usually have big, bulging eyes, while toads' eyes are more subtle in appearance. I don't know why that just got me so hard.
What do you mean,
subtle? Yes, subtle is not the descriptor I'd use for a toad. Oh man, that's hilarious. Okay, so like, basically same, it looks like there's minimal differences. just in what you already know. Toads are bumpy and they crawl.
I loved when Pokemon Let's Go came out and everyone was losing their mind over the fact that Venusaur hops like a toad in it.
I mean, as they rightfully should have lost their minds, because that is mind-blowing. But we all should have seen it coming. We never saw it coming.
I haven't even played Persona games, and I know that song's so good. We quote that like constantly.
It's good. It's a good one. I know. The memes were just too good. Even if you're not a Persona fan, it's just good for your soul, you know? Look up the memes.
Oh, I shouldn't be using Loophole. I forgot this guy is water and poison, so got Psychic move.
Oh, he's not ice? Oh, no, because we decided that's a shell on his back, not... Okay. My brain was telling me that it was ice type. It's been a minute. Also, I'm not the one playing, in my defense.
Yeah, some of these designs in this game are really, really cool. That was the thing that made me want us to check the game out.
Yeah. I'm getting inspiration. Oh, I'm still feeling so heckin' inspired. Look at that fish.
So heckin' inspired by that fish. The fish is an inspiration.
That fish is an inspiration for the generations.
Frogs and toads are superior to every life form on Earth. I mean, in a lot of ways, yes.
Counterpoint: octopodes.
Octopodes. Wait, is that like?
That's
I always thought it was octopi. I've never heard octopodes before.
I'm gonna Google it. Watch out, Google! Here I come.
I do think we would be pretty fucked if frogs were the size of people.
Ha! It's apparently octopuses. I was worried I was gonna get censored for it, but I can say it.
Okay, so we were both hurt.
Oh, actually, while octopi is sometimes used, it's not technically correct in English because it's based on the Latin plural, while octopus actually comes from Greek. The Greek plural of octopus would be octopodes, but octopuses is the preferred plural in English usage. Huh.
English is such a fun language, wow.
English is as if all of the Latin languages got mugged on their way to the bank, and English just sort of threw whatever cash it picked up at the teller. Walked away with this godforsaken language. Yeah, on Wikipedia, which I knew this in the back of my head, but just because I was curious the other day, I was like, what is with that, like, garbled mess that looks like a glitch that's after all of the, like, you know, the vocabulary word that, the Wikipedia article is about. Like, if you're looking up potatoes, it'll have in, like, parentheses, like, potato. It's like a computer is trying to, like, glitch out and, like, potatoes. It's weird. Hang on. Let me see if I can copy and paste it and see if we can have the potato. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about, or do I
have
sound a lunatic?
no idea what you're talking about right now.
Oh no. Okay. I'm copying and pasting from the Wikipedia article. I have no idea what that potato. I don't know how I would pronounce that. It's an upside down E. It's called IPA English. The International Phonetic Alphabet. What is this? Sorry, I guess I decided independently that today's stream was going to be educational.
Oh, maybe that's for, like, non-English speakers to see how the word would be pronounced in English.
That's what I'm saying is, look how fucked up the English language is, that we have to use this crap.
Yeah.
What is that? We're native English speakers. What is this? It's the dumbest language to have gone worldwide and taken over everything. Oh, and I forgot my chat's visible over here, so you guys can see it. You see what I'm talking about. I'm not crazy. What the hell is that? I think that's a symbol that's on, like, a shrine in Banjo-Tooie at the very end there. And I think that's supposed to be, like, the language of Atlantis. What the hell? Oh. Yeah, I never took learning another language very seriously growing up, which sucks, but I also picked French as a kid. I don't know why no one stopped me. Spanish is so much more useful.
Oh, French is cool.
French is cool. I like the way it sounds, and I felt like I had an easier time pronouncing it. Because, like, whenever I would try and pronounce shit in Spanish, I'd be like, La Manzana, and it just felt so choppy, and it sounded awful, like, to my, like, non-speaking ear, and I was just like, I feel like I'm butchering this fucking language.
Yeah, I learned, like, some elementary Spanish and forgot most of it. I remember manzana is apple.
That it is. It's, like, the first thing you learn. I think it's because, like, in our, like, you know, English classes, you get introduced to, like, the alphabet in English. So they're like, here's something familiar. Except it's not an A, it's an M. Isn't that kooky, English speaker?
I didn't tell... Most of the time in college, I never brought up that people normally call me Bean Dip, but my nickname in Spanish class was Food Guy. Because I kept asking how to say different foods in Spanish, and then every time they say how to say like food in Spanish, I'd be like, hell yeah.
You're really learning the useful stuff, though. You gotta applaud that. You're looking forward to when you can apply it. You're not just learning theory over here.
Yeah.
I find it funny that your nickname just has to do with food, regardless of the circumstance.
Oh, that is true.
Stop saying it's a pattern.
I do like me some food. I guess it tracks.
I was gonna say. Is it a bad joke if I say, yeah, maybe you should get your blood sugar checked?
Oh, that was another thing we didn't talk about that happened today. I stopped at a gas station on my lunch break, and one of the employees was talking about getting a Dexcom, and then I talked to her about it for a bit.
Nice. Yeah, they're getting more common. I had a coworker with one. I've talked to coworkers about their resistance to getting one.
Yeah, the Dexcom is a pretty easy switch. The pump you gotta be careful about, but Dexcom is like all positive. The lady I was talking to at the gas station was saying that her fingers are like super calloused, and she's like losing feeling it in her fingertips from poking them so much. And I'm like, yeah, I switched to the Dexcom, and now every time I do have to poke my finger, that shit bleeds like immediately, which is good.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole point of you poking them, right? I'll bet you that like diabetics who have like play guitar have just an awful time.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Well, and because I had a friend, rest in peace, that was diabetic and also played guitar, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
I don't think I knew that.
I mean, makes sense because you build up calluses like right on your fingertips because you gotta. Those strings just knock your hands out of the park. Is that a saying? Does that saying apply? I don't think it is. I don't play guitar. I just know that it makes your finger calluses very thick. Knew a lot of Wonderwall guys in high school.
I really want to learn to play piano, but I haven't had the like time or the money to get a piano. But that's something I'm saving for the future, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, pianos are definitely not a cheap instrument to get into, but fortunately they've got like electronic ones and whatnot, but I know it's not really the same.
Oh no,
Because like it's inherently like one of them's a string instrument and the other one is not.
I want to learn a bunch of songs on piano, and then halfway through any song, I'm just gonna turn it into the Knuckles rap from Sonic Adventure.
Dear Lord. God, I'm so brain rotted. I'm just like, film it and put it out for the world to see. The world needs to see that. How dare you keep that in your living room to yourself?
Did you still want to?
Did
you still want to learn how to play the theremin?
I think it'd be funny. I want to do it for the memes.
Is that the one you hover your hands over?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Cause like I feel like it's less an instrument and more like a special effect. Because there are certain instruments that are obviously like played for more than special effects. But now it's very difficult because of their permeation into pop culture to like have them be part of like, God, I don't know music language. Part of my brain's going to like orchestra, a composition. It's hard to have like a theremin be or like a steel drum be part of a composition because you immediately hear it and your brain immediately jumps to 15 things you know the steel drum or the theremin from. God, there's this really cool instrument that I saw folks using the other day. And it's some kind, let me see if I can find it, but it's just the instrument where they make horror movie noises from. Like I said, I've just decided independently this is an informational stream now. The apprehension engine. That's not...
That sounds horrifying. Is that an instrument?
No, it's called the water phone, apparently. Let me see. Ad Anthem. The haunting crying instrument you've heard in thriller and horror movies. Basically it looks like a spinning top with a bunch of like thin like straw-sized metal rods. Probably a good like 50 of them just around the outside of this almost drum looking thing. And hang on. What's the noise? I need to make sure that YouTube's turned off. Okay. So I don't know if this is copyrighted, but you know when you're like hearing in the background where like the murderer's coming in and it's like ooh,
ooh,
you know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
It's crazy looking. So yeah, it'd be kind of hard to put that in your pop rock song without people immediately thinking Freddy Krueger, you know?
Were we still gonna do Gravity Falls, the rock opera?
Yeah. Oh my god, you really overestimate how musically inclined I am.
Neither of us are good at it. We could make that be like a project we work on.
And this is probably controversial, I've never had the desire to improve musically. Is that bad?
No, that's fine.
I mean, like, as long as I'm allowed to be bad, I'm cool doing whatever. It's just something that, like, do I want to put forth effort into getting better? Nope. Not at all. I got other shit I gotta do. I cannot dedicate. And I know I am not doing the yes and. I'm not doing it because I'm like, I can't be Dip. But you know what I can be? An awful singer doing a Grunkle Stan impression.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Swing low! Swing chariot! Oh god, that hurt my voice so much. But I can do it. I'll do it for the bit. Oh man. That means you definitely have to play Dipper.
Why would I be Dipper? I don't see the correlation.
You don't see the resemblance? You don't see the... Well, I think you just look good in a hat.
Thank you. Okay, I thought you were gonna out me for singing Dancing Queen in front of the mirror in the bathroom multiple times a week, but I'm glad that didn't come up on stream.
Yeah, you know your secret's safe with me.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
So you have
Dipper! Dipper, I need to use the bathroom!
You have a really lot of plants.
Oh my god, so many. And I keep going to the store like I need more. My most recent purchase, oh my god. Plants go through those cycles, you know, where they'll be, and I assume it's like anything collectors, where it's just like, oh yeah, they get super popular, and then they make a bunch of them, and now they're like less rare, so people have them more, and they are more affordable. Like, a couple years ago, you're fine. You would never think of finding a fucking Thai constellation Monstera in a Walmart. I found a Thai constellation in a fucking Walmart a couple weeks ago. It's nuts, because those used to be like $100 plants. So the most recent one that I got was a string of pearls that is gigantic. It's like a 6-inch across pot, and it was like $12. The thing's fucking huge. The last one that I bought and killed was, I think, like $14, and it was about half that size. So I'm stoked. I'm a very happy planter. And now they've migrated to outside. I'm growing things I can actually eat instead of just look at and stress about. Yeah, I'm one of the many people that got into plants during the lockdown. Which is hilarious because I didn't even lock down. I worked through the whole damn thing.
Oh, same here. Essential workers. Wow.
Yeah, wow. So essential.
The factory I was working at the time stayed open, but the production stopped. Nobody was buying our products, so they had everybody coming into work, but then they had us going in like small rooms and just putting like parts together that we wouldn't use for like years. Like,
they had to keep you on payroll, I guess. Ugh. Yeah, I was working retail at the time, so no getting out of that. And then the next 2 jobs I had, actually, I would also... Pretty much every job that I've had in the last 5 years, I still would have, which is actually more than average. There was a point where I'd go back and visit my old boss at the retail job, and every time I saw him, I had a different job. My tax returns were an absolute nightmare one year. And yeah, every single place that I've worked did not stop production, service, whatever during the pandemic, so I guess that's just the path I've chosen.
So I can't tell if this is supposed to be a Galarian Ponyta or if it's a different thing.
I'm pretty sure it's Galarian, because I can see the little divide on the hair colors.
Okay.
And it's in the same spot. It is a very beautiful sprite work. Definitely giving My Little Pony vibes, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's not against it.
I think Keldeo's the most MLP-coded Pokemon.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, like, Ponyta and Rapidash in both of its forms just feel like too obvious, you know? Because those would be my only counterpoint. But Keldeo, yeah, I'll give it one more point. Especially because it's magical and legendary.
It's got like the...
Hello, Nabupukins! Thank you for coming in.
Hi, Nabupukins! Hello! Yeah, we're going through this cool ROM hack that's got a lot of really cool like regional forms and like later Pokemon added in.
and one terrifying Jigglypuff.
Yeah, the
Look at that.
Jigglypuff's creepy looking.
It's not doing itself any favors. Yeah, the starter forms and whatnot have all been changed. Yeah, and there's cool later generation Pokemon like Emolga. It's cool. It's very cool.
We have a cool dynamic now because you've been getting really into plants and I've been getting really into bugs.
I know, we just have to be careful that they don't mix.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful. I remember Nebubukin said, I remember you were playing Japanese Pokemon and you were like, there's no way I could understand any of this. But now having watched you for a while, I feel like I'm understanding the words on the screen. Yeah. You watch this long enough, you learn Japanese, Nebubukins. That's absolutely what's happening.
Yeah, we rebuilt the Tower of Babel, so you're welcome.
There's no way there's gonna be consequences to that. All that immersion and exposure, Nebubukins. You know now. It's like osmosis. I do find... You know what always cracks me up? Because I was talking... That's why the word potatoes was pasted into the chat, was I was talking about how fucking stupid English is. Just... How are we all 100% sure that our translations are accurate? Like, we all are just technically taking each other's words for it. So, like, how many years at the beginning of, like, contact? Because obviously, like, somebody crash lands over in Central America from Europe. Like, obviously they're not taking the time to, like, stop and talk, but there had to... How? How did they eventually figure out how to talk? I don't get it. I'm sure there's an anthropologist out there that could answer my question, but I assume it was a lot of yelling.
Oh, absolutely. That's a funny one.
So much yelling. Yeah, that couldn't have been a calm conversation. Just, Nebubukins, just speak louder and slower. They'll get it eventually. Oh no, that's a time and tested way to converse with somebody who doesn't speak your language.
Okay, all that's left to do on the boat is the rival fight. And our dudes are pretty damaged, but I don't want to walk all the way back to the Pokemon Center, so we're going to try it as we are now.
Well, because you'll just end up back at the Pokemon Center if we fail anyway, right?
Yeah. Oh, his name is Smeller. I forgot we named him Smeller.
Smeller! Bonjour!
Bonjour.
Oh, I'm glad we named you Smeller, you fucking douchebag. Not because he's French, but because he's pretending to be French because he's on a boat, I guess.
He went to Kalos as a kid. That was like...
God, and now he won't shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, I remember there's an NPC in X and Y that's like, yeah, Professor Oak's grandson came over and he learned how to say bonjour, but he kept saying smell you later.
He asked for me to translate one thing and then left after repeating it. Again, I have decided laterally it's an educational episode. Smell you later in French. J'étais sentari plus tard. I probably butchered that. We are copying and pasting in the chat. It doesn't have the IPA English next to it like potatoes did in Wikipedia, so I'm clueless.
French Gary isn't real. He can't smell you later.
French Gary in the corner. J'étais sentari plus tard. I don't know why I keep giving everybody a gravelly voice. It's like I've chosen damage against my voice. God, Eevee is just so magical and adorable, and he looks so freaking basic in this ROM hack.
Yeah, I think that's the same sprite from Base Yellow.
Yeah.
The little bud.
Such a little bud. I love Eevee. If it wasn't obvious from my favorite Pokemon, but Eevee's good. Eevee's great. Genuinely one of the best concepts Pokemon has ever had, and they have milked it appropriately.
Yeah, I think...
I really hope that my ad came back right when I said milked it appropriately.
Heard there's a cut master on board, but he was a seasick old man, so I cut him and then I left, and the cops will be coming for you.
Bro, did he just confess to murder to us?
Smell you later!
Jesus! Rubbed the captain's back.
Bazinga! Thanks.
I hope that's what he said.
Thanks for. Oh no! Yeah, thanks for rubbing my head back into place.
No, I have our Discord sprites over the top of what it said we rubbed, so we're gonna take his word for it that was 100% appropriate. Anyway, so there is no Mew under the truck. We didn't miss anything.
Yeah, I mean,
wait,
the truck is probably still there, but I know that you get Mew in a trade in this game.
Yeah.
On Cinnabar Island, I think.
Sweet, sweet. Bye-bye. Oh, also, once you see the little, Kirby face, like neutral Kirby face on this character's hat, you'll never unsee it. Turn around real quick. Yep, there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Have I ruined it for everybody? Have I adequately ruined it for y'all?
Looks like the eye, it's a little tiny face, like the eyes and the mouth are close enough that they're like basically attached, but yeah.
It's a really disappointed Kirby.
Yeah, her head is just Kirby.
We've uncovered the secret. Do, 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 do. Yeah, so this is the new place, right? Or did it just do a loop and drop us off in the same place?
This is the same place. Yeah, the SS Anne doesn't take you anywhere.
Oh, because wait, then why did we buy a ticket? And why did you know what? Never mind.
You have to go talk to the captain to get cut, and then you leave. Originally, there was gonna be. Actually, do I have a town? I don't think I have a town map with me. There is going to be an extra city in these games that you would have taken the boat to, and it got cut from the game.
Oh, that makes more sense. Because I'm remembering this now, that, like, wait a second, you don't actually go anywhere on this fucking boat. Like, why? I guess Emolga. It kind of stinks that he's not going to have one slot for electric moves, though. But electric moves are pretty dangerous IRL in this game, so maybe that's not heartbreaking.
Yeah. I think I'm going to put it on the Charmeleon because I'm probably going to swap the Emolga out once we get more dudes.
Okay, so you'd rather have it on a permanent member. I get that.
Yeah.
Plus, there's 3 other usable moves. It's fine. I really do appreciate what Scarlet and Violet did, where you can change... Like, it's very easy to swap out everybody's movesets. I just really wish that there was some, like, in-game item or thing that you could use as, like, a one-time. Like, and they could even make it inconvenient. Like, let's say you have this held item, and you have to put, like, use the held item in combination with a TM, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you give a Gyarados a held item with Thunder in it, and it has to meet certain conditions. Like, it's under, if he gets hit and survives with under 30%, you don't get to choose what move you use next. It's just gonna use that move. And it doesn't, like, you could make it so it consumes it. That would make it, like, a lot less helpful and, like, I guess would nerf it. Or you could make it so you can swap it out. I just feel like that'd be a really cool move that they could add to the meta. Or at least, like, somebody could add it as, like, a hack.
Yeah.
Just, there's gotta be some way to have, like, some kind of special 5th move, you know? And I get that they kind of did that with Z moves. I get that they kind of did that with being able to change, like, the Terastallized type. So you have access to different moves, but they're all still the same type as the ones that you have. And they're all like special moves. It's not just like, can I have this Gyarados but sometimes with Thunder? Like, I don't want Thunder back. I don't know. I just feel like 4 is such a weird limitation that they just have stubbornly refused to do anything further on.
So, I think after this fight, I'm gonna go... Actually, I might go through Diglett Tunnel, because we don't have anybody really that's good against electric or can do decent damage to electric right now.
Shit. That's not good. Well, so Diglett is ground, so like I know that he won't be able to be hit by electric, but is he going to be able to do anything back?
I think so. Also, a lot of these dudes have neutral against electric. I'm realizing it's just those Magnemites are a pain since their parts. They added steel onto this, so they're steel type in this, and they have a lot of resistances.
Yeah.
I'm also curious.
Jeez.
They might have swapped the Diglett and Dugtrios out for the Alolan forms. I'm not sure.
Honestly, not a fan.
Oh no, it's a
thank
normal
God, it's
one.
a normal one. I know it would have been cool, but I really hate those like little fucking hairs that they got on them.
Yeah.
And also the fucking Fabio Dugtrio is just weird. I don't think that that's a controversial opinion. I think that's the right opinion, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, odd choice, odd choice.
Weird choice to make a Fabio Dugtrio. I don't know what they were thinking. God, how do they even explain that away in game?
I don't even remember.
To Wikipedia. Back to Bulbapedia. Yes, Alolan Dugtrio. No, I don't need to look at the photo. I'm more than aware of the... God, I forgot it has 3 different hairstyles, too. That is insane. Yep, there we go. They're beautiful metallic whiskers, sure. Create a sort of protective helmet on their heads, and they also function as highly precise sensors. Its shining gold whiskers are advanced sensors that can detect vibrations from sound several miles away. Its metallic whiskers are heavy, so it's not very fast, but it has the power to dig through even the hardest bedrock. I hate that they're just like, yeah, it's whiskers. You're the weirdo. Why are you making it weird?
Why are you acting like it looks like hair when it looks like hair? That's not hair, that's whiskers. It's top of head whiskers.
Obviously, that's whiskers. You're acting like you've never seen whiskers before. God, what's your problem? That's Game Freak. That's Game Freak gaslighting us. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's kind of a lack of people who play Pokemon that also know who Fabio is. So maybe we're just the last of a jet. Because honestly, he was that the guy who got hit in the face with a bird while he was on a roller coaster?
Oh, the Hatena's freaking out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Maybe the Hatena's. Oh no, it's freaking out. It is not following you.
Yeah, it got offset by one spot.
Maybe it was just enjoying frolicking in the flowers without you. You know, when's the last time you frolicked?
Oh no, when is the last time I frolicked?
When's the last time you frolicked, Mean Dip? It's good for your soul.
I frolicked and moaned loudly on your floor after eating too many nachos.
I think you briefly frolicked to the floor and then just sort of wriggled in pain for a little while. Dude, I'm saying Pepsid, it's the GOAT.
Yeah, I took some of that Pepsid and took a short nap, and then I felt like 100 times better. Dude, I was not... I love you.
No, You were fighting for your life.
Thank you for tolerating me. We hung out, and then I was like, I gotta go lay down. I ate too many nachos. That's such a lame way to fucking...
You know, it happens to the best of us. I have absolutely put myself in a food coma before. It's usually after Chinese buffets, though, so I'm glad that you liked the idea of nachos enough to be like, yes, I'm gonna ruin my afternoon for this. And then it didn't even get ruined. You felt better.
Yeah, I ate so they were really good. Those nachos we made were really good.
I'm saying, I was bougie, and I got the nice cheese, and I swear to God that made the difference. At least it made the difference for me, because I did not put too much. I still gotta eat. That might actually be what I eat after we're here. Let this be a lesson to anybody listening. Don't trust recipes that you read on the internet, and you're like, wow, my lived experience is making me think that maybe this won't go as planned. Trust your gut. Trust your gut. Just trust it. Trust your gut. Because I had to recook food that I cooked yesterday, and that is so freaking annoying. I'm like, this was supposed to be done yesterday. What the hell? It was not. And I'm mad. Basically, they told me, like, hey, just cut up a bunch of vegetables and throw them in a pan and, like, put cheese on top of it. It'll be fine. It'll work out great. This is exactly how you cook vegetable. It's not. It's how you boil vegetables in their own juices. This is how you cook vegetables to be nice and delicious. I was mad. But I cooked them again today, and I put them in a tortilla. It was great. It was delicious. 10 out of 10. I know better than the internet people. Proven. Fact. Oh wait, shit, I am an internet people. Shit. Disregard!
Okay, so I made a mistake in that this Diglett doesn't have any ground moves, but I also forgot we haven't used the TM for Dig, so I'm gonna put that on Pikachu.
That is good.
Probably.
Wait, you're not putting it on the Diglett, which I know that'd be a waste of a TM, but it is very funny that you're like, oh, this Diglett doesn't know any ground moves, but I forgot we have the TM for Dig, so I'm gonna put it on Pikachu.
Yeah,
It's really funny.
Pikachu's sticking around. That Diglett's not even good for the one thing I got it for.
You are worthless, Diglett. You are cannon fodder at best. Oh, that's great. Alright. I am going to use the restroom real quick, but I'm not going to put on Be Right Back. I believe in you.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and fight the two trainers in here. Even though we could probably get away with skipping one or both of them. Just for the experience, we take them out.
That's what I'm saying, at least for the experience. Ooh.
I had an experience today. Me and Kyo were talking about this before, but I've been really into bugs. I've been like getting pictures of bugs on this app. Pikachu learning Super Fang, that's weird. Nah. But yeah, a lot of times at work my coworkers will find weird bugs and like spiders and stuff and show them to me and ask me to move them out of the building. And this morning we were doing like a meeting, and a big jumping spider showed up in the middle of the room, and some of my coworkers started like freaking out and kind of like jumping back from it. But instead of stomping it right away, everybody pointed at me and said, hey, get the spider out of the building. So that made me happy, because I feel like a year ago, the standard thing probably would have been to just stomp it immediately. And one of my coworkers dumped out a bowl that they had snacks in, and then had me put the spider in there to move it outside. And then some of them thanked me afterwards when I got back in, and that was like a little bit embarrassing, but that was, I was glad that they all asked me to move it out of the building instead of just somebody stomping it right away.
You're the bug man now.
That's
First
me.
you were the food man, now you're the bug man.
It is kind of funny how it worked out that now we're both really into going outside for like plants and bugs and stuff. We should go on a nature walk sometime.
It really does work out, and I think we should, yeah. Fucking love nature walks.
I think the ones I want to
Love nature.
I think the ones I want to get the most are any species of stick insect or a giant water bug.
A giant water bug. I'll bet you, because there's no photography rules. We still have to go back to the zoo that's local near me, and then there's a zoo that's local closer to you. Then there's another zoo that's local closer to where our parents live. So our parents don't, they live in the same area.
Yeah, I would love to get some pictures of some crazy bugs at the zoo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because they got, oh, and also the pet store near me. They got some crazy bugs. Why haven't we thought of that yet?
Yeah, I don't think that
trash.
I don't think those giant water bugs would be in any zoos, but they're like I think most parts of North America they're pretty common, and you can find them in South America too. And they show up by water a lot.
Well, I also live by a river. We just don't really look at it because it's not safe to swim in.
Yeah, the only one I've seen live was by a river too. That was the one that our friend that immigrated from Brazil didn't know what it was, and he was like had it in his hand for a long time and was just like staring at it and then put it on the ground. And then I looked it up later and I was like, yeah, that thing's got like one of the most painful bites out of like any animal ever.
Could have
Probably
very
shouldn't touch
easily
it.
ruined the afternoon, yeah. Google was like, what the fuck do you mean you touched it?
Yeah, what do you mean you touched it? Yeah, they've got like a digestive enzyme in their saliva, like pre-digest anything they bite. So if they bite you, it feels like the area around the wound is being melted by acid.
Yeah, I could do without that on a Tuesday afternoon. I know that's some people's cup of tea. It is not mine.
Yeah, I don't want to touch one. I want to see another one.
I need a photo. Over here playing Ash, but you're actually Tracy.
Yeah, I need a photo of that bug.
Tracy, no, it's not safe. Look at fucking Ash. He walks around with an electric mouse and no secure plan for housing. None. This is a 10-year-old who doesn't know where he's gonna sleep at night, and you're yelling at me? Well, just one person. I just wanted one person in the series to point it out before he retired.
I think the last Borderlands stream we did, we were talking a little bit about the Pokemon one of the banned Pokemon episodes. Were you there for that part of the conversation?
I don't think so, because you have to understand. There was a storm outside, and I took one of the best naps I've taken in a while.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was very nice, but I did unfortunately nap through most of the stream.
Yeah, there was an episode in the Sun and Moon series that was like never got localized outside of Japan because of Ash wearing blackface on part of it.
Oh, I saw the screen caps of that. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just weird that there's
He
still.
dressed up like.
Oh, you go.
I was gonna say, because he dressed up like one of the Pokemon. Like, it didn't come out of totally nowhere. Like, he's dressed up like one of the Pokemon, but it's still not great.
Yeah, I was surprised they're still making mistakes like that on like the newer episodes.
It's one of those things where it's just like, because we're Americans, it's way more front of mind. It's still not an excuse. But it's just like, yeah, I can see how it's not, like, we're Americans. It should be one of the first things that we think about in consuming media. Like, is this racist? But,
I've been
doxxed.
doxxed.
Across the pond. Oh no, you've been doxxed?
America.
No, yeah, I'm sorry. Was it not insanely obvious that we're Americans? Yay, you did it! And we just beat the only American that's been confirmed to be American.
Oh, right, yeah.
Take that, you fucking patriot! Grow your hair out. Looks douchey.
Alright, so...
No excuses, Japan. Get better. But, like, you know, I get it. America's not the center of the world, and we kind of act like we are, you know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what I just realized? We can drop off at Diglett and get the Squirtle now.
Ooh, we can't. Is that the trade Pokemon for it?
No, it's the Nurse Joy in this town gives you the Squirtle after you beat Lieutenant Surge.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
So I'll drop off Diglett to free up a space.
Like I said, one of the things that I never understood about Pokemon Yellow, like I never got the appeal, was because I was like, why the fuck would you take Pikachu over like one of the starter Pokemon? I didn't realize that you got all of the starter Pokemon in Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah, you get
immediately.
Oh, no nickname.
That immediately makes it cooler.
What is it? Oh, it's only level 10, so it's gonna take a while to level up. But yeah, look at this little dude, Psychic type.
My God!
Cutie.
I love him. Look at the little gem on his head. Oh,
yeah, this is definitely my favorite out of the starters on this.
Oh my gosh, and the little wings on his ears. I love him. I love him. I hope that I would have known to love him even without the spoiler.
Who do you think's better so far between the Squirtle, the Hatenna, or this guy that we saw last time?
Oh, absolutely the Squirtle.
The Squirtle?
I wish the Squirtle's big ol' peepers were a little bit bigger. That would just absolutely peak the cuteness for me. But it'll do.
It'll do.
That'll do, pig.
I'm gonna drop off some of our items, and then I think I'll fight the trainers on that route east of Vermilion and check out the grass to see if there's any cool new stuff.
Okay. That sounds like a plan to me, because I don't even know where to go after this. North?
Yeah.
No, north is Bill.
Oh, yeah, we would be going back north to Cerulean and then going east of there to, the rock tunnel to get to Lavender Town.
Oh, alright. Close your ears, children. We're going to Lavender Town.
Everyone watching's gonna get the syndrome.
Is that too old of a joke? Everybody knows that one.
I hope people still know creepypastas.
I hope they know creepy spaghettis. Spooky spaghettis. I don't know. It's just one of those things you should really have. I don't know. There's enough that's scary in the world. I just hope that people are still getting scared by absolute fucking nonsense. Even if it's just for the couple of years of their lives where they're gullible, you know?
What I saw next, I wished I never did.
I wish I never did.
Oh, we got the bike voucher too. I'll hold on to that so we can swap that for a bike.
Ooh, okay. No, we were talking about Whimsy earlier, and I'm just like, somehow, like, that ridiculous level of scared over something that's like, you know, you're too young to be able to know how dumb it is, so it's still spooky to you. That's like the opposite, but still in a good way of whimsy, you know? It's like
yeah.
Ghost stories and campfires. It's like cozy spooky. Maybe that's giving fucking Jeff the Killer too much credit, but...
What's the most scared of a creepypasta you've ever been?
Well, there's one that I really don't want to describe, because it was one of those that was like a dark web story that sounded like if it wasn't real, then like it was a little too close to real for me to be comfortable. So the second spookiest one, so it wasn't actually the story itself. The story itself was good. Because I think I was on the X board on 4chan. Yep, I was a teenager. Judge all you want. And it was a green text story that was like saved as an image. So I was like, oh, okay. So I click on it and I'm reading the story. I'm about halfway through. I'm a pretty decently fast reader. It's like 1:30 in the morning or whatever. I'm a teenager. I'm still living in my parents' house. I'm maybe like 20 feet from their heads in this house from the 1910s, like in the living room on the family computer. And I don't notice because I'm so immersed in this fucking story that bitch is a GIF. So of course, that shit I don't even notice until like all of a sudden the screen starts like bending and a fucking giant fucking face pops out at me. And I about shit my pants. And like I remember I'm like texting my boyfriend at the time, like, babe, I don't even want to put my feet on the floor. Like, I'm so fucking scared right now. Like, my adrenaline was just pumping. Oh my god. And he's just like, babe, you have to get to bed. There's no other way. You have to put your feet on the floor and go. And I ran up the stairs like a fucking toddler. I am a teenager at this point in my life, by the way. Oh, I'm sure if I looked on the internet, because it's a pretty famous one. It's a fucking classic jump scare. Oh, it got me so good. Oh, it got me good. What was yours? What's the creepypasta you remember that like really spooked you?
When I was like a little kid, I was really afraid of the Tails doll story. That was like, because me and my brother used to play Sonic R sometimes, and then it was just this whole lore that like, oh yeah, that thing will come out of the game and kill you, and I was like very small at the time, so I'm like, oh no, that's bad. That's not good. That shouldn't happen. That's not normal.
I've heard dying's bad. Heard dying kind of sucks. I don't want to do that.
Ah, the little Squirtle.
So, like, is it mean of me to buy you Tails style stuff? Or, like, is it funny?
I mean, it'd be pretty funny. I do have a Tails doll now that's, like, the haunted one. And
yeah, but I didn't know the significance, because I remember being there when you bought it, and you were like, I'm gonna get this one. And it's, like, a shitty Tails... It's, like, it's fine. It's a Tails doll. So it's the quality you'd expect, but it was from, like, just this dude selling them in the fucking mall. I still remember, because you were at the mall near your house.
Yeah, I think that might have been the same place I got your Dopey Pomni from.
Oh, I love her. She sits on my fucking jewelry box. A pedestal far too high for that cotton fucking mistake, but I love it.
As well as the that Dopey Flareon where the neck tuft detaches and it's got no chin.
You can yank it over the head. Pretty funny. I don't even know. I put him somewhere. I don't know where I put that one.
That one's got to be out of the way. It's a reject.
It's part of the collection, but it's certainly not part of the primary collection. God, I have so fucking many plushies. Because the thing is I gotta get, like, an actual, like, cube shelf behind me so I can display all my shit. Because right now, one of these days, you guys are gonna see this shelf behind me fall on top of me, and it will be very, very funny if A, nothing breaks, and B, nothing on or in me breaks. Only if those two conditions are met will it be funny.
It's gonna be right when you're playing something spooky, too.
Oh yeah, that's always when it's gonna happen. And then my dog's gonna freak the fuck out. He's gonna think he's helping. He's actually jumping on me. Again, I'll be very happy I caught it on camera, and that will be the ending, the end point of what I'm happy about. Oh, what you gonna use next?
Squirtle's got
Tail Whip?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got Confused right now, the Squirtle does. And I think it's, like, really close to evolving already, too. I don't know what the
Oh, yeah.
Wartortle looks like. I saw the Squirtle. I've seen the Blastoise.
Now we gotta see its awkward teenage form.
Yeah. We were talking about this a little bit before we started the stream, but lack of cool Digimon merch made me sad because I wanted to get a plush of Belphemon, and they don't officially make them, and nobody on Etsy has any.
I mean, and I didn't think about this when we were chatting about it, but it might be because, you know, folks are gonna freak out thinking like, oh my god, this is devil worship.
This is demonic! This is demonic!
Oh god, save it for Pokemon. Pokemon's a bigger franchise that can handle it.
I want my Chibi Baphomet, damn it.
As you should be able to get.
'Cause
I'm sorry, I thought this was
I
America!
thought this was America.
Oh, awkward teenage phase! Oh, he look angry.
Ah, look at that little face.
That is a really adorable face. He's got shiny little eyes. Oh, I love him. Oh.
Yeah, he's got a little shiny face and looks determined. Oh, now it's psychic and flying.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder. I assume he's gonna retain that to his final evolution. That makes sense.
It's gonna be funny if this Pikachu does turn into a Alolan Raichu, and then we got two little surfy air dudes.
That would be adorable. Oh my gosh.
They could have
Now I really
flying,
want it.
like flying surfboard races.
That would be very difficult to contain in real life, but because it's fake, I can just go, oh, and think of how adorable that would be. Yeah, that's like the one thing. God, you remember the animation that they did showing like Pokemon in real life, and it was like a really nice, highly edited one of people coming back for like the holidays and just going through a train station and stuff. And there was what was clearly intended to be a man meeting like his girlfriend's parents for the first time, but instead of her parents, like her boyfriend's looking like super sheepish and like really nervous, and she's glaring at someone off camera, and then it pans around and it's just a dad with his arms crossed and like a Machop and a fucking whatever Litten's final evolution is, like just a bunch of buff ass Pokemon.
Oh, the Incineroar.
Yes, the Incineroar. I think somebody on Twitter was like, "Is this the Pokemon equivalent of threatening your child's partner with a shotgun? Like, is that what we're witnessing right now?"
I don't know if it's gonna stay on the party, but I do kind of want to swap the Emolga out for the Sneasel.
I mean,
What do you think about it? Emolga or Sneasel?
I mean, I'm attached to Emolga, but I have to admit that its use is going to be short-lived versus the Hisuian Sneasel. I feel like we'll just get a lot more done. Does that make sense? Not done. I think we'll have more variety in our party with it, right? Because we're probably not gonna. What? I keep wanting to think that it's Dark Ice. It's not. What are its types?
The Sneasel?
Yeah.
It's poison and fighting.
Oh yeah, we need that shit. Because what other poison and fighting Pokemon are we gonna have on our team?
Right? Yeah, none. Oh, we do have another poison guy because Ivysaur. Hey, I didn't notice this when it was up earlier. Check this out. It uses its claws to climb up large mountains. The tips of its claws drip with a highly toxic Venom 48 error.
Venom for oh no,
Yeah.
the Venom's so fucking toxic it broke the computer.
Is it normal for my computer to be dripping?
I mean, you've been watering it every day, haven't you?
Yeah, you said to water the computer and fertilize it
Yes.
occasionally.
Yes, you have to take it from the plant mom. I know how to take care of a computer. Obviously. Yeah, no, don't shower your electronics. You have to actually bottom water them. Things to send to your tech friend that will give them palpitations in their heart.
Did you ever see on, I'm gonna go heal our dudes and swap the, Emolga out.
Good idea.
Did you ever see on Eric Andre's show when he went into, like, the computer repair place and he put his laptop on the counter and then dumped a bunch of water on it and said, I can't remember my Gmail password?
No, but I do love that.
The guy looked very unhappy, like the repair guy.
I mean... that one I'm just like, it doesn't technically hurt anybody because I'm sure that he was paid for his time. But that really must have done some irreparable emotional damage to that tech guy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you can just get up and walk away from that when it happens to you on your job, you know? That must have hurt.
That guy was probably looking for a different job after that. Like, yeah, I can't do this. I can't do this.
I just discovered today that this is not my passion. And Eric Andre's like, wait, I meant to prank you. I didn't mean to. No, you did me a favor, actually. That's what you did. You did me a favor.
I don't know if you noticed, but on the Rip Raticate and the thumbnail is the Sneasel.
Oh, I did not notice that.
Yeah, we saw one last time. I saved some of the images of, like, some of the regional forms, so I could just use them as, like, thumbnails. So it is cool that we caught the Sneasel on this episode.
Because we need it. It's one of the new mascots. That's not just the dead rat.
Yeah, yeah.
We need more. Just that one's depressing. Obviously, he's the backbone of this channel, but...
Poison Sting, so yeah, this guy will be okay here. Oh, it's weird looking. It looks like a praying mantis a little bit.
You know, now that you point that out. Well, I guess I did point out the thing with the hat, so fair's fair. But still, ow, my brain. Now it looks like a praying mantis and not just a fuzzy little baby.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, I'm fine.
Trying to think, I think Oddish is water in this one. So I'll switch to Wartortle and then swap out for Pikachu.
Because we never determined its type, did we? We were just like, well, it's blue, so it's probably...
Yeah, I don't recall if we found any wild ones yet.
I don't think we did, because I remember we couldn't figure out what the typing was, so I was like, oh, we should just catch one. It's cute anyway. And then we never found one.
Oh, not very effective. Never mind, maybe it's not water type. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm losing it. Maybe this is it.
I mean, I wanted to say that we determined that it wasn't water type despite its colors last time, but I also didn't want to say that without remembering 100%.
Yeah, no, you were right. You were right. I was wrong.
I wasn't right. I didn't say it out loud. It doesn't count.
Internally, you were right. Externally, I was wrong.
Internally, I was digesting.
Da, 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 do, do, do.
We call that an earworm.
One of my coworkers was saying the new Deltarune is really good.
I know we should have played it over the weekend, and I know folks on stream, you're like, why aren't you playing Deltarune? I will. I was saying. It's one of those. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was saying last night with Trevor and Raven that That would be a cool one for all 4 of us to do on stream.
That would be a good one. I'd be down to do that.
So I imagine it'll probably be like less than 8 episodes, probably closer to 6 maybe.
Honestly, maybe not even that many. I'm thinking also we could probably, just because it's hard to get our schedules all together, we could probably just do some long ones. Some long boys!
Yeah. I do want us to do Sonic Mania at some point. You had a game in mind you wanted us all to do?
Well, me and Trevor were like Danganronpa.
Yeah, yeah. I forget if we had said the name of it yet on here or not, but yeah, that's one that we're going to try to do soon.
Yes, I want to do Danganronpa. I do not want to do all the Danganronpa voices.
I kept saying I was going to put it off till I caught up on Ace Attorney, but I'm down to do it whenever at this point. I still got to do Ace Attorney Investigations too, but I haven't gotten around to even starting it yet.
You hear that, kids? Peer pressure works.
Think about it this way. It's like, come on.
Like, come on, just do it. You don't want to be lame, do you? It's like, what's the big deal? I'm kidding. I'm kidding so much.
Karate
Cannot
chop!
express to you.
Yeah, don't let people peer pressure you. If people say, hey, do this thing,
Just say,
fuck them,
about
don't
that?
do what they tell you.
it's, you know what the most punk thing is? Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. That includes your friends. How about that shit? Stick
Yeah.
that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, if you're ever at work and your boss tells you to do something, you say, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
That I won't endorse. But, like, sure, if you want.
My workplace is too non-confrontational because I've been holding on to it for like a year and a half that next time I'm in any kind of like conflict situation, I'm going to raise my arms up really high like a red panda to look taller.
Are you much shorter than all of your coworkers? Is that a problem?
No, I'm very
You feel-
average height. It would
In
just
general,
be-
but I mean among your coworkers.
It would just be funny to disrupt somebody if they're like yelling and being serious about something, and then you like step towards them and put your arms up really high and just like stare intently and don't say anything.
No indication that this isn't how you should be handling it.
Yeah.
Like,
Just act like it's normal. Act like it's normal.
this is just your typical confrontation technique. Really make them think if they've ever yelled at you before. And that's when you hiss and you raise your claws up and then you make your escape.
Yes.
So, B-Dip, it says here you scratch Carl?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna need your badge, and where did you get that gun?
Yeah.
We did not give you a gun. Want to make that clear for HR that is here and security that will be here shortly. We did not give him that gun.
That's a
Oh
really
god, I
good
killed
one.
him.
That's a really good one.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. God, you know how I know that I'm an adult now? Is all of the intense battle music is really raising the blood pressure. Like, when I was a kid, I would grind for hours straight, and it would have no effect on my heartbeat, because I was at a pretty just hyped level the whole time, because I was playing fucking Pokemon, man! But now I'm just like, this is so much.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. A rat
My
appears in front of you.
A
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
rat appears in front of you. That's Mario. It's fucking Mario. Oh, we're only an hour and 20 minutes in.
The intense rap battle music is what you hear in the background every 5 minutes walking through New York.
There's just varying levels of Pokemon encounter music that just keep going underneath your feet.
Yeah. What's that music? Oh, there's a rat nearby.
God damn it, I told you to put your snacks away, Terry.
Remember when we made a road trip to Chicago and we went to Portillo's and we saw two big fat rats come out of the sewer?
Oh, it was hilarious.
They had the same date idea as us.
I'm saying, it's hard to get a reservation when everybody's got the same date night idea as you. Yeah, at least the rats in Chicago have taste, you know?
Yeah, they only come out to eat Portillo's crumbs out of the parking lot.
They're not heathens. They're not going to the McDonald's dumpster, that's for sure.
Oh, this guy's got
Say what you want about
fucking rat.
Oh, that is a big fucking rat. Yeah, give me your hot dogs. He wants hot dogs in his little grabby hands.
Am I recalling correctly that they tried to make the Hamburglar sexy?
Define they. Like Tumblr? Yeah, I'm sure.
I thought I remembered reading somewhere recently that they were trying to bring back Hamburglar as a mascot, but they redesigned him.
You know where I have to check for this information, don't you?
Oh, yeah, educational one. Yeah, look up if they made Hamburglar sexy.
It's not Google. If I scroll through Tumblr and the first 5 Hamburglar tags are sexy, it's officially a thing.
Okay.
How the fuck do you spell Hamburglar?
Hamburglar. He burgles your ham, if you know what I mean.
How the fuck did you spell that correctly on the first try?
I watched the cartoon a lot when I was a kid.
I don't know if I believe you. Apparently there's an antique Hamburglar that wants to fight somebody.
Okay.
Why does this have 396? What? Alright, I'm not seeing sexy Hamburglar yet.
Okay.
Oh, but somebody did, oh, I hate that. Kinless, but if they sucked. It's somebody, I don't know. I don't think that people are trying to make the Hamburglar sexy, but the jury's out.
Okay, yeah, comment. Everybody in chat, tell us if you think they should make Hamburglar sexy.
Does the Hamburglar do it for you? Comment below. We listen and we don't judge. Like, we judge a little, but no more than, like, the regular amount.
Alright, so we're now on our way to Rock Tunnel. We're in the next area.
Secret tunnel!
Secret tunnel!
Secret tunnel! You have to. Anytime a secret tunnel comes up, you simply have to. And it wasn't even a secret tunnel, I just needed it in my soul.
Overt tunnel. Very obvious tunnel.
Obvious tunnel. Inferior, but still belongs.
Oh, I didn't tell you about yesterday when I lit a cup of noodles on fire in the microwave, did I?
You are banned from the office microwave, and I don't even work there.
Oh, no, this was at home. This was a home fire.
You're banned from your own microwave.
Yeah, no, I got that thing of the seaweed ramen.
Oh, you didn't even get to try it?
Well, no, I still did, but it said to add hot water. I added, like, hot tap water, not boiling water, and it came out too crunchy, so I was like, I'm sure it'll be fine if I throw it in the microwave for, like, a minute, and the container was not made for microwave. But I saw the rim catch immediately, put it out, the noodles are still good. They're tasty. Good seaweed noodle.
I mean, what did we learn?
Just use boiling water. Don't use the microwave.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good lesson. I'm glad your house didn't catch on fire. Oh my god. I mean, I'm one to talk. I've put gum in the microwave before.
What? Like with the wrapper still on it?
No.
Okay.
I just wanted to see what would happen. Smoke. Smoke happened, by the way.
I watched my brother one time microwave a CD and break the microwave.
Yeah, that'll do that. Yeah, my camp counselor told us how to make if you put a potato chip bag in the microwave, you can turn it into like a little shrinky-dink chip bag. And then he kind of stopped and was like, by the way, don't do this with your parents' microwave.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm just like, yeah, it's probably best he said that, because a couple of us were absolutely about to go home and do that. But I still haven't tried it, but one of these days when, like, I've got a microwave that's on its last leg, I think that's how I'll send it out in a blaze of glory.
We should microwave some weird stuff sometime as an activity, not even, like, on stream, just for fun. Maybe on stream.
I don't think Twitch would let us do that on stream, I'll be honest. YouTube would probably, because YouTube's lawless. Without law.
Okay, so it's decided that we do that on YouTube. Yeah.
Yes, it's decided. No one can stop us now.
I love this war turtle.
It is very cute. Although from behind it is very difficult to tell what the heck it is.
Yeah.
But that's my only criticism. Otherwise, an absolute gentleman. Destroys my enemies as quickly as he can. Gentleman.
Gentlerman.
He's a gentleman. And I love him so. Yeah, come get your ass kicked by my turtle. Do you think in Pokemon fights, like, you know, if we're saying like they just have their regular animals with no special powers, inherently a turtle wins like most of those fights, right?
Yeah.
Even if you're not being mean to the turtle and like you're not throwing it, there's not a whole lot of pets that are going to be able to win against it. It's got a hard shell. What are you going to do about that? You're going to break Fido's teeth on that. What are you doing?
Get blocked, get reported for violence or gore.
Who did what now? Are you blocking and reporting me?
No, somebody, one of the viewer people.
Ugh, viewer bots. Love 'em. You guys fucking suck.
Tell us more. Yeah, make them leave.
Is that what you're telling the chatbot?
That's what I'm putting on the report.
Just make them go away.
Yeah, and it was typoed to shit because I was trying to do the game at the same time.
Just make them leave.
Make them leave, please.
Leave, gone, goodbye. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess those chatbot sites must get a decent amount of traffic if they keep persisting, but I'm like, why? Yeah, I wouldn't feel good about that. I don't know. Technology's weird, and there's a lot of shit that I just don't understand. And how dare it not be understandable by me?
Yeah. This is confusing, so I don't like it, and I don't understand, so it needs to not.
It needs to stop existing. This is not a metaphor. Happy Pride, everyone.
This is not an H.P. Lovecraft,
reference. Oh my god. Oh shoot, what is their name? Red from Overly Sarcastic Productions has my absolute favorite sarcastic ass take on Lovecraft. Like, she's just like, yeah, the dude's pretty pathetic, but like, I guess his stories have lasted through time, so like, here's a summary of them. And just mocks him mercilessly for having one original idea that everybody acts like is the fucking end-all be-all of the universe.
H.P. Lovecraft has a lot of writing, like, creepypasta writing tropes, and he's like, what I saw next I can't even explain, and I wish I never did.
If I explained it, you would go insane. And it's just like, learn how adjectives work!
Yeah. Harris.
But I guess, you know, I did hear an argument from somebody that was basically like, well, it's interesting seeing the perspective of somebody who truly did, like, live his entire life in, like, pure anxiety and fear. So, like, hearing horror from the perspective of somebody who genuinely, like, was horrified by everything is a very unique literary experience.
H.P. Lovecraft just ripped that whole concept off of Neon Genesis.
Everything ripped off Neon Genesis. Everything, nothing existed before Neon Genesis. Literature was a farce before Neon Genesis.
Yeah, that was the dawn, the bright dawn of writing. It was the Neon Genesis of writing. Was Neon Genesis.
The Bible ripped off Neon Genesis.
Yeah, that's where they got the angels from.
That's where angels were actually not an original concept from the Bible. It was from insert name of Neon Genesis is right here. You know what's really weird? I always have a hard time picturing Neon Genesis Evangelion as a manga.
It had a manga, but it was different plot than the anime. I think that the anime came first, if I remember right.
Wait, what? That's a thing?
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Yeah, the anime and manga are different continuities, and then...
Well, shit, I know that. I'm a Fullmetal Alchemist fan. But I figured it came after!
I don't want to spoil, but the anime and manga do tie in later, kind of. In the Rebuild, which is like the third thing of Neon Genesis. It all kind of ties together.
Anytime someone explains Neon Genesis to me, I'm just like, and you're not seeing why I haven't... I haven't dove in yet. Because it's a lot. It's an amazing story. It's just so much.
I like Neon Genesis a lot. I don't give that much of a fuck about any of the lore in it. But it's a lot of psychological horror, and the stuff that the characters are like, it's very real in how the characters are written and their like anxieties and stuff, because it's written by somebody that's very high anxiety and struggles with depression a lot, and he kind of used it as like an outlet for a lot of his own like feelings. So a lot of the character stuff that happens is like very like real.
I wonder how he felt about it getting turned into a meme.
Yeah. Who would be good? Charmeleon. Charmeleon would be good at throwing a rock at a bug.
Yeah, he's good at smashing bugs.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a little useless.
Oh, why's that?
Backseat gaming here. I'm backseat gaming here. Oh, what a guy. He looks like a copper statue, that pincer.
Yeah, he's taking a big dramatic step. He's got his foot out. He's like taking a picture of like the bottom of his foot, and he's like, "This one's for all the haters."
This one's for all the haters, but in reality, he's just giving his haters free feet pics. You don't give your haters free feet pics.
Yeah, you don't feed the trolls your feet, man. First lesson of the internet.
You really can't. Because then they'll sell the feet pics and they'll make the money. And you can't give your haters money. It's like lesson number 2 of the internet.
Also, you are absolutely the opposite of useless right now, because you're carrying a lot of the conversation while I'm doing the game.
I'm glad to hear that. It's because you got to do the critical thinking, and I can just go on tangents about my plants. And because I'm laughing because I ran into a couple friends the other day because I was at a networking event that I try to go to every month, and they were like, "Oh yeah, like you do anything interesting?" And in my head I'm like, I have fully embraced my inner never leaves her robe, tea sipping, like calm enthusiast grandma hobbies. I garden, I draw, I play video games. That's a little more complicated. But like truly my life is boring now by choice. And I love it. I don't know if that's doxing myself by giving away my age. But like everybody thinks when they're, younger, they're kids, mid-20s, whatnot, where it's just like, oh yeah, I guess maybe I did dox myself. I'm at least older than that. Where it's like, yeah, people get so much more boring as they get older, but the thing is, you don't think of it as boring. It's just relaxing, and you don't really want to be going 24/7 anymore. And I don't know, like, and obviously when you're younger and you have all the energy and you have all the motivation and you want to experience everything for the first time, maybe it's just that the novelty of life wears off. Like, there's no way to phrase it that doesn't just sound absolutely depressing from the outside. But internally, I'm just like, yeah, especially if you've lived a life where you're kind of incurring more stresses, maybe like intentionally, maybe unintentionally, like you're craving stimulation, you're craving, you're figuring out who you are and what you want out of life. And then once you get a little more settled in, you don't really want to chase that dopamine as much anymore. And it's a really calm feeling. Like, I don't have to go out of my way to find dopamine anymore. And I think that's kind of the underlying core of it. I don't have to go dopamine seeking anymore. I've sort of just curated it so I have it in my own little house and in my own little areas and in my own little pockets of the world. And you just don't have that when you're younger. Like, obviously, I was lucky because, like, I had a calming place in my house, and I had, like, little moments in my life where I was able to, like, relax, and, like, parents did a good job, all that fun stuff. I got notes, but, generally, I had a safe, relaxing upbringing. But that's boring when you're younger, especially when you're a kid. Especially in, like, the peak ages of, like, where you're, playing Pokemon and RPGs for the first time, and you're like, God, wouldn't it be so fucking cool to go out in the world and do that? And it still would. I'm not gonna lie. Even being older, I'm like, yeah, could I just, like, drop everything and go camping and, like Pokemon is real. Do you want to go become a Pokemon trainer? Fuck yeah, sign me up. Sign me up yesterday. But it's a trade-off. I don't know. I guess I see a lot, like, especially because I'm now growing up on the internet. I'm now grown up and looking at people who are still growing up on the internet. And it's kind of wild how the conversation has shifted because I'm officially on the other side of those conversations now. Where I used to not believe that, like, wow, it just sounds like life gets really boring and I don't want to do that and I want to do all of these things. No, you probably do. And it sounds great and those dreams are necessary. But something that's kind of a cool revelation is like what you thought of as settling in your youth actually still brings a lot of joy, and it still is really peaceful, and it's still, you know, you don't have to go out and skydive and climb mountains and cure fucking cancer for dopamine. And boy howdy, life would be kind of awful if you did your entire life, you know? If you could never just be satisfied and content. And I think that's necessary for, like, just growth as a person, you know? And that's something that I notice in, like, immature individuals is, like, they're still... And, like, immaturity in some aspects can still be a good thing. But I think being able to be content in, like, spaces that you've curated, you know, folks who aren't very comfortable at home, I don't really get that because my house is the most comfortable place on the fucking planet. It's all my own shit. And obviously that only applies to people who, like, you know, have their own space at home and just, like, aren't super, you know, if you share your space with other people or it's not somewhere you particularly want to be, that's different, but...
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot more relaxed on days I can stay home now than I used to. Like,
yeah, because staying... Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, it used to be like, oh, I don't want to stay at home and just be in my space the whole time, but now I'm, like, busy enough throughout the week and doing a lot of stuff, and on, like, the rare occasions when it's like, oh, I'm home for a day, it's like, yeah, relaxy time!
Right? And actually being able to, like, I don't know, and it's probably because, like, you do get naturally busier as you get older. You just got more shit you gotta do. So you just start valuing the time alone. And it used to mean, like, if I was just at home with nothing to do, that used to be a bad thing, because it meant that shit was happening without me. But now it's like, yeah, the shit can happen without me. That's intentional.
Yeah.
I'd like it to continue happening without me. My preferable state of being.
We spent all this time leveling up the Sneasel, but I might swap it for a different dude because I checked the Pokedex and it looks like the Teddiursa shows up here.
Oh.
And that one's like a completely new one versus like this Hisuian Sneasel that we've seen in the main games already. Raticate.
Which is a very cool guy, but it's nothing new, like you said. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for sticking through my winding tangents. Definitely, Pokemon stream is a nice time to board the stream of consciousness. The train of consciousness? The steam train. The steam locomotive of my rambling thoughts.
You hear about
Pokemon... Oh, sorry.
You hear about the people getting their Switch 2s and the screens are broken because people are stapling the receipts to the front of the box?
Yup. Oh, like, I'm genuinely a pit. Just opened in my stomach for that. Oh my god. Uh-oh, Stinky. No. No, Raven, no.
Uh-oh, Stinky, Switch 2's broken, stapled through the screen.
Uh-oh, Stinky, my LED screen's broken. I'm about to go take this out on a Target employee. Hello, Raven in the Woods. By the way...
Hi, Raven!
If your Switch 2 gets the screen stapled, take it back to Target. Don't take it out on the employee. God, what do you even do in that situation? Because, like, unfortunately, yeah, it was just some dude named Carl's fault you don't have a Switch 2 now, but, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and on the topic of Switch 2, one of the pages that I follow on social media made a post that was basically saying like, apparently there's a bunch of the discourse with a capital D, because of fucking course there is, it's the internet. That folks who are intentionally not buying the Switch 2 being like, no, I think this is a sham, I don't really want to spend my money on it, I don't appreciate what they're doing, blah blah blah. And there's sort of this attitude that folks who are doing that and sort of vocalizing it are just mad at people for having fun on their Switch 2. I'm just like, no, I just kind of think it's a stupid idea to spend $500 on basically a Switch 2 but with the FPS limit uncapped.
Yeah, if you buy a Switch 2 and you're enjoying it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully your console's good. Hopefully the new Mario Kart does look really, really good.
Oh, for sure. And Kirby's Air Ride 2 is going to be fantastic. Like, that's the one that I'm really going to be sad I'm missing out on, to be honest. But it doesn't seem worth it. And I am scarred from losing some save data from my 3DS to the 3DS XL. So I am very hesitant to trade in my Switch or anything. And honestly, I just don't have $500 to drop on, honestly, what I can, like, there's nothing on it that makes me want to drop $500 on it. Because honestly, I kind of suck at Mario Kart anyway, so.
I gave up on us finding the teddy bears. I spent some time, I didn't see one.
I see that. But you know what I don't see?
Anything?
Yes! What is happening? Oh, look at that. What are you doing hanging out here in the dark, kid? Where are your parents?
Where are your parents? Go
It's sketchy.
spelunking and then get stuck in a narrow passage. Death in Rock Tunnel.
See, and this is why it wouldn't be a cool idea to go venturing with your fucking pet rat at age 10. You go spelunking once and you're never seen again. Pokemon fight! How'd he go? How do you say ready?
Ready, go.
Well.
I think that's supposed to be a G Gundam reference. 'Cause they go Gundam fight, ready, go.
Oh.
G Gundam's the one where all the countries have their own Gundam representatives, and some of them are like really fucking bad.
Canada's based, eh?
Oh, what?
Oh.
There's a wild on this one too. That's neat. So we get
that is
more
really cool.
if we wanted to for some reason.
I was gonna say, I don't really know what the... Maybe it's like a really rare encounter, but I don't really know what the purpose would be for having multiple.
Yeah, because you can't breed them on this game.
Yeah. And I don't know why you'd want a living dex on a ROM hack. Maybe if you just forgot to grab one.
Yeah, if you like get all the way over here and realize you didn't pick up the Charmander, or you didn't know
Or
it
if
was
you're...
there.
I was gonna say, or if you're like me and you had no idea it was even there. Yeah, it makes more sense to me now in the year of our Lord 2025 why people in the 2000s were picking Pokemon Yellow. Makes sense now.
Yeah, you get all the starters. The beginning's just really tough because you're stuck with Pikachu.
Yeah, they did that intentionally. They couldn't just mix them up a little. They couldn't just swap the gym leaders out. No. You bought this brick wall. You're gonna get over it yourself.
I learned recently on Pokemon Let's Go in Brock's gym, if you walk to just the right spot, you can see like the sprinklers on the ceiling, like on the anime when he hits the sprinklers.
Oh, that's actually really cool. Honestly, it's just all the details that make it all worth it. I was about to ask, why do I sound nostalgic? Like, duh. But also, why am I saying it like I made this game?
Bulbasaur. Ah, little sleepy guy.
Sleepy face. I do like the first starters more than I like their middle counterparts.
Oh yeah, the middle forms always suck. Except for Sword and Shield starters had cool middle forms because they're all like generic teen archetypes. Like the fucking Raboot is like, fuck you, don't talk to me, and the lizard is like depressed, like emo lizard, and then the monkey's just like obnoxious, plays drums too loud late into the night.
That is a little more stereotypical than I initially gave it credit for, isn't it?
Yeah, I think those are the only ones with like cool middle forms that I like.
Well, and I can't even think of most of the other ones because I'm like, yeah, Quilava, mid. Yeah, what is it? I forget Totodiles.
Croconaw.
Middle. Croconaw, mid.
Yeah, normally their middle forms are just like a very blatant like in between of their first and final forms.
Yeah. And it's fine. It's perfectly acceptable.
Also, Tepig's middle form, Pignite, has a cry that sounds like a loud wet fart.
I'm sorry, what?
And
I know.
Tepig's
Pignite.
middle form, yeah, Pignite, has a cry that sounds like a loud wet fart.
Today's the knowledge stream.
Yeah, look it up. Yeah, it won't play on this end, but definitely look it up because it's very funny.
Pignite. P-I-G-N-I-T-E. Pignite cry. That was Tepig. Are you fucking kidding me? You are oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh my god.
It's not great. It's not great.
No. What? Game Freak, what did you do? You shit the bed, honey. What the fuck?
It's bad. It's very bad. It's not great. It's not good.
No. Raven, oh no is such an understatement. That's so bad. And the thing is you have the multiple rivals, so I definitely fought it in the game and I never caught up on that. I never caught that. Oh my god, that little guy was cursed. Yeah, he was, Raven. Holy shit. Yeah, because I picked Snivy in black and white.
Same. Snivy's the dude.
I beat you to it, Raven. Thank you, though. Thank you for being on it. Freaking buy-in chatters bullshit. You can't buy those 2 viewers. You gotta earn them. Oh my goodness. Speaking of, though, definitely do have to be wrapping up soon because this is now my 4th yawn on the stream, and I think I've been doing a great job disguising them.
Yeah. You wanna?
I don't know what's wrong with you?
You wanna call it good here?
Sure. Yeah, we can call it good here.
I think we're like halfway. through.
I don't know what's.
We're like halfway through Rock Tunnel. We can do the other half and then Lavender Town next time.
Perfect. I say I don't know what's wrong with me about getting tired, like that's not just a normal bodily function.
Yeah, it is starting to wind down in the night, yeah.
Unfortunately. One of these days, I'm gonna figure out the magic combination of vitamins and minerals so I will never have to sleep again. This is a joke. Don't take the horse electrolytes.
Is that what does it?
I've heard legends of poorly informed Redditors that are like, hey, I found these vitamins and minerals at the farm supply store. It's way cheaper than the ones I buy in the human dosages. And I'm like, huh, of all the thousands of reasons why that could be, none of them make me want to put it in my body. Don't take the horse electrolytes. They will, in fact, let you see the legendary 25th hour, but at what cost?
I'm going through our party again real quick. Show off the cool dudes we got.
Show off the babies, and also the just worthless Diglett. Oh, is it out of our party now? Thank God.
Yeah, there's no more Diglett. Yeah, we got the 3 normal starters, Pikachu, Hatena, and the Sneasel.
The Sneasel that is just the VIP in this party of VIPs.
I do want to...
I think it's got a little wing on its back, too, for the Charmeleon. It's very cute. I see it's got a little bump.
Yeah, it's jagged, it's got bumps. I like that its tail ends in a big rock ball.
Just a big club. Club to boop you with.
I want to show the Wartortle one more time because it's super cool and I love it and it's great.
You know, I'm looking at its nostrils and it just, if you ignore the eyes, just pretend the eyes aren't there, it just looks like a little little smiley face.
It's like the Kirby again.
I've seen Kirby's everywhere. I moved a couple new Kirby's to my desk a couple weeks ago. It might be affecting my brain.
The Kirby on this Wartortle looks like the Terminal Montage one. Versus the one...
Yes! The religious one!
Versus the one on the back of Lico's head just looks like a kind of like a normal Kirby.
Yeah, that looks like the Kerbo in its original placeholder glory.
Alright, we call it good?
We call it good. Thank you so much for coming in, everybody. We love you.
Yeah, love you, everybody. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, everybody have a good evening. I hope it's relaxing, productive, whatever you want it to be. And we shall see you